Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Wrestle Chops. I am your host, This Barry, here with
Billy Bob Tanley, folks. That's my name.
And this time around, we are trying to fix things up a little bit. We're trying to make this podcast a lot more pretty for you. So
happy.
Happy. Billy, you and happy don't go together very well. I don't know if you know yourself very well, but
I'm happy right now, man.
Okay, so we got a lot of things to talk about. Well, a lot of things just kind of mentioned. I don't know. Depends on how much we decide to go into a rant on here. I can see clearly that you are happy, also very drunk. We're going to start right off just talking about AEW's pay-per-view, All Out. We're going to talk a little bit about that, how it sold out. Now, it's not happened yet as far as I'm concerned. I don't think I missed anything. It's not happened yet, but they put out ticket sales. Yeah, this is for the live showing, I do believe, that the tickets sold out. So it's just like that right there. Like in a snap. It's 15 minutes.
Kids.
15 minutes. All Out sold out. They had Chris Jericho on there on Twitter. I'm loving some of Chris Jericho's tweets, by the way. He's really good with what he's doing. The heat he's creating, everything's really good. He goes on there and says that they still owe him a thank you. Chris Jericho so far is probably my favorite part of AEW. He has some entertaining tweets on there.
He's the true veteran of that product right now, man.
Yeah, I enjoy his tweets a lot more than most of everybody else's. I mean, nothing against everybody else, but Cody Rhodes and them just seem to be posting like their dog and video clips of their dog and their wife.
Cody Rhodes and his dog and his wife and all the others like Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and all the indie guys. Chris Jericho's the only one, and Jon Moxley is my favorites in AEW so far.
The other guys I don't know much about. I see occasional, I think the Kenny Omega guy, I see an occasional him, but it's mainly Cody Rhodes, his wife, and sometimes his dog. I'm hoping that's not what AEW turns out being, because I swear if his fucking dog wins the championship.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, does his dog have backstage power?
I don't know. Please, Cody Rhodes, please keep your family out of stuff. Just run the event for the love of God.
And don't insert yourself in the main event all the time and win the championship and do like Jeff Jarrett did in TNA. No.
Well,
Jeff Jarrett's
the
better
thing
than you
is,
anyway.
It's fine if he has his own personal Twitter where he posts stuff, but AEW keeps retweeting everything Cody Rhodes does, and I'm
not interested
sure
in Cody Rhodes
has a lot to do with. Yeah, like there's too much Cody Rhodes Twitter, just way too much. So with that said,
and that's what's giving a bad example of when it's just indie fans and real wrestling fans are getting mad at this shit. Oh, here we go again, Cody Rhodes. Oh God, ooh, indie. No, I don't want to see AEW for Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes could make history as a very famous manager kind of person. I think he's doing a good job with that. If he wanted to just be like a manager, he could make history. But as wrestler so far, there's nothing that I'm being like, oh boy, that Cody Rhodes, got to tune in for him today. Like, you know,
that doesn't make me excited. I don't go, ooh, Cody Rhodes, ooh, great wrestler.
Yeah, it sure as hell ain't no major event. That's the way I see it. So when it comes down to AEW, they sold out pay-per-view, 15 minutes. That's cool. Here's my worry. All right, I'm going to throw this out here right now. Now, this is not a big deal. It's just, like I said, it's still very early. I'm just going to, my topics and everything, I'm just keeping on my phone this time around, so I'll just be checking back in here and there. You'll see me looking at that. But here's my thing with Cody Rhodes, with AEW, all that kind of stuff. The 15-minute thing, it's a fresh show. It's brand new. Everybody's interested. It's the new hot thing on the block. Let me tell a little story here, all right?
Oh, God.
Here in my town, actually a town across from me, there was a new store opened. That new store was some sort of ice cream shop. It was a hot commodity, man. Everybody loved that thing for about 2, maybe 3 months. Lines of people at that ice cream shop. They loved that place. It was booming, man. About 3 months later, slowly but surely, it stopped being the hot thing. It wasn't cool no more. Served ice cream about the same as any other place. It was a nice little hot thing. Teens loved it for a little while, but then eventually they went right back to Dairy Queen, and that place went out of business. Am I getting my message across here?
What's up with that now?
New hype shit like that ain't going to keep the company running. AEW is going to sell out a lot right now because it has generated a lot of interest. It's new. It's hot. It's cool. It did one good show.
You forgot something, man. The ice cream thing wasn't owned by a billionaire like Dairy Queen. Same thing with WWE and AEW. AEW is not ran by Ice Cream Man. It's ran by a billionaire.
Sure. WCW was ran by a billionaire too. What you got on that?
Yeah, but that's different. That's because somebody else used up all his money, and he gave up on WCW.
Yeah, but what do you think's going to happen if AEW is a hot commodity and it's a big one-hit wonder, and then the show itself don't do that great? Well, it's just going to do like Hulk Hogan did with TNA for a little while.
Running it into the ground. It would probably be Cody Rhodes if he keeps shoving himself down people's throats.
Do you remember when Hogan came in the TNA and it was a hot commodity for a little while? It was booming, man. It generated interest. It may have not had a billionaire, but I've said a million times, so you got this thing in your mind, well, oh boy, it's got money behind it. Money don't mean shit if you don't have a show going on anybody wants to watch. I don't give a shit how much money you got.
Financially, though.
Yeah, AEW still has some promise to it, but my ice cream shop stays. Hype is going to sell those first few tickets. That first event was really good. That first show they did really good. That was a promising show, but that was one show, all right? It's going to take a lot more before I'm going to say it's not just a one-hit
sold out
wonder.
in 15 minutes, man, the tickets. They could have sold more, I heard they could have sold even more.
Yeah, absolutely could have. And that's what I'm saying. It's still early on. It's still got that hype to it. I think they'll sell out quite a few of them before it's over, but they got to keep it going the way that first show did. One show ain't enough. If they don't do the other show that good too, and they don't keep upping the ante, slowly but surely it will start to wither. If they keep hiring a bunch of people nobody knows, and they don't make a name for themselves over the course of time, it will start to fade away. Yeah, so that's the thing. Right now they got Moxley, and they got Rhodes, and they got Kenny Omega, and guys that people like. But that is not going to be enough to keep that business surviving forever. Got to keep going.
Bring in some star power. CM Punk might be the one. You better bring him in.
That would be good. And I'm not saying AEW's failing right now. I'm just saying that my only concern is, of course, the early concerns I think anybody should think about, and that's that, hopefully this ain't just one big explosion of woohoo and then it dies out. Hopefully this lasts forever.
A lot of people are telling me AEW's looking a lot like WWE because all the indie guys. That's all they're bringing in is a bunch of indie guys. They have no name for themselves. Oh, a small name in indie. Oh, yeah, he's that guy who wrestled in that country. I don't know, man.
Well, here's the thing. I'm willing to give an indie guy a chance if it looks like this indie guy's taking this stuff serious. Here's the thing.
Yeah, if he has
everybody starts off unknown. Everybody starts off unknown. If somebody gets in there and I don't know their name, tomorrow they may end up being huge and me be like, man, I didn't see that coming. I'm willing to give it a chance.
Yeah,
but that's it. That's it. It's a
chance. But I don't like these overhyped indie guys where people get mad and like, you don't like him, but he's the best. You gotta give him a chance. And then they get on TV and don't draw a dime. Those are the types of people I can't stand. Shoving their indie shit down our throats. Deep throat too. Cody, Omega, I don't care about Kenny Omega. He wrestled in Japan or wherever. I don't care. Was he done in the United States?
Well, here's my thing.
Does he draw?
Calm down there, Billy. Calm down.
My face is actually getting red because I'm so pissed off.
Here's my thing. All these people telling me that I should give these guys a chance. I am willing to give them a chance in AEW, but here's the thing. If they can't get my attention without me looking them up, they ain't doing their jobs right. I shouldn't have to look for them. They should just be there. I should just start hearing their name all over the place. I should just start seeing the shit. The fact that I got to research them so much shows that they ain't doing their job the way everybody thinks they are. That's what happens half the time. If somebody, like for example, I'm going to give you a prime example here. Somebody like Moxley, all right? I honestly have not watched many of Dean Ambrose's match, but the son of a bitch did in fact reach my ear. All right, I started hearing about him. I started looking him up because I was interested in him, not because somebody told me to, but because I just started hearing things on videos and stuff. I started seeing people talking about it. He just started reaching my ear on his own. Nobody had to tell me to go find him. He found me. That's what star power does. It finds you. You don't find it. All right, if you have to go looking for it, then it ain't nothing. All right, it don't even exist. It's a fart in the wind.
He did make a name for himself in the Shield, though. That's when people actually liked a lot of his stuff in the Shield.
Well, he made a name for himself. Maybe that's because WWE's pretty damn good at making names, even though they suck balls. They can still make some names.
But if you suck, though, and then people think you have charisma and shit, know you can do better than that, they're going to like you anyway. They liked Dean Ambrose and think he deserved way better than what he was getting and knew he'd get treated like shit, so they was happy to see him leave and go to AEW.
Yes, I'm happy about the whole 15-minute sellout thing. But like I said, I'm going to remain
Yeah.
skeptical. And there's one show happened, all right, and it's a good show. Still, I'm going to say way too much Cody Rhodes and his wife all over Twitter. But there is just one damn show that's happened. All right,
You're going to see
give
more
me
than
another
that,
one.
Murray.
If
You're going to
they
see more
knock
than just
it,
Cody Rhodes.
I sure as hell hope so.
You're going to see more Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, the guys that have power in AEW. Those are like the presidents, the CEO, whatever.
That's not what I'm talking about. By the way, I brought me a Mountain Dew. You drunk?
By the way, as you're talking about people making a name for themselves, you know how I heard about Kenny Omega, people? He was dressed up as Princess Jasmine at her event. That's how I heard about Kenny Omega. Yeah, he was dressed up in a cosplay of Princess Jasmine. There's your precious Kenny Omega. Yeah! He deserves to be the World Heavyweight Champion forever. He's better than The Rock, Steve Austin. That's indie logic. And all those wrestlers from the Attitude Era. Oh, it's done. It's gone. Move on with the times.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, yeah, apparently he did get your attention. It wasn't exactly the best way. It wasn't in wrestling that he got your attention.
But everybody was overhyping him, though. This is how they overhype. That's overhyping.
Well, like I said,
Don't sell me all that shit.
I had a comment saying something like, if I was really giving these guys a chance, then if I was really giving these guys a chance, what?
What? If you watched their indie shit for 2,000 years? Oh, God, I want every indie show that's all these wrestlers half naked. Oh, God, yeah!
Here's
I
the
try to
thing.
give them a chance. If they suck. Oh, never mind.
There are thousands of fucking people out there. I've got to do a lot of blocking on myself this time. This is kind of a new one. Thousands of people out there doing a bunch of shit. I cannot focus hours of my life on one guy to learn about him every single. There's so many different things I got to talk about. So many different pieces of news. I'm not going to focus on one guy and be like, well, let me give him all my time and all my attention. That's not what I mean when I say I'm going to give somebody a chance. All right?
That is the smarks, man. That's how smarks talk, and their neckbeards and Cheeto breath.
I tell you what I'll do. I'll watch a match. I'll watch a match of theirs that comes up first on YouTube. Maybe look up what their best match is. I'll watch a promo of theirs. That's me giving them a chance. I can't sit around and watch hours of their shit. I do a podcast once a week right now, and I got to have 1,000 news articles on here, to talk about. You need to
watch New Japan, ROH, and all those wrestlers, and you need to watch
I ain't got time to watch all that shit. Not to mention I'm juggling real life with this show. I can't do that.
You need to watch that indie wrestler Yoshi Katsuzika take up Mama. Learn about him because he's a great wrestler.
Tell you what, I'll start watching Yakatiki Takahakamaka, as you just said. I'll start watching him when I can make this a full-time paid job here with WrestleChumps. But in the meantime, I got something I got to do outside of this YouTube video here. So that's how life goes. So
you don't know about that wrestler? You don't know about that wrestler from way back that country? You're not a true wrestling fan. No, we're not. We're real wrestling fans. You're indie fans of smarks.
I don't know what
shove that shit down our throat and shut your mouth.
I'm not going to call myself a real wrestling fan. I don't know what the hell's considered a real. You know what? How about I liked what I watched? It was good.
I can explain what real wrestling fans are.
I don't enjoy half of it.
Attitude Era, ruthless aggression. We like wrestlers with charisma, character, that draws in ratings, draws in a crowd. People love them. They sell merchandise, and not half the fucking people hate them. Stone Cold, he had some like him examples.
I don't want to get the message across that in order to be a real wrestling fan, you have to watch the Attitude Era. I don't want to get that. That's not the message I'm trying to.
No, because the real wrestling fans are dying. That's the only time wrestling was good, was during the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era. Some a little bit after, but not much. And now these other fans today, I like that guy. He's doing flips and kicks. They didn't see character development. That's when wrestling was good.
I've seen some matches that weren't that long. I think that was like 2014. I thought it was pretty good. Like, I remember I was watching a little thing that The Rock and CM Punk had going on. I thought that was kind of fun. I was a little sad that CM Punk lost so fast, but I get it was The Rock coming in one time. Like I said, I was watching a lot of Brock Lesnar stuff when he was coming in there. I was watching his matches up to the point where he started getting real shit. I thought that was kind of fun. I thought that was real enjoyable.
He has no reason to be there.
And I was really getting interested when CM Punk was doing his shit. When he was out there cutting them promos and everything, I was a little sad they started kind of squashing him there at the end. But I was really getting back into it a little bit with CM Punk in there talking. I was starting to like a lot of his stuff. So I was actually starting to pick back up a little bit. Say, yeah, you know what, this guy's got something. But that didn't last very long. just like that, he is gone. So whatever. It's been a little while since I've been like seriously interested. Like I said, I was hoping AEW would do it for me, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not that interested in Cody Rhodes' dog, but you know.
I'm not interested in Cody Rhodes. His brother Dustin Rhodes is better than him and has more charisma, especially back then. I didn't like the Goldust gimmick that much, but he had the good character going. You know, he could talk, he was creepy and shit. It was different.
He was definitely creepy. Yeah, that'd be my choice words for him. Was very, very creepy.
He used to do that stuff. I used to go, ugh.
He is a scary sumbitch. That Goldust, man. I remember he cut some promos with The Rock. Did you ever see his promos with The Rock? Or Rock was calling him like a sick freak and all that stuff.
Oh, God.
That's some good stuff, man. I think it's Booker T and The Rock and Goldust that they had back there. Do you remember that? It was like way back. God. Yeah, there was like little segments. It was 2002, I think.
I didn't watch every Goldust segment.
Yeah, those are some good. Well, you got YouTube. Go on YouTube and look them up. Look them up. They were funny. I like those. But even, I'd say that's not how he wants to be remembered, as the creepy, overly sexualized character. Maybe that's just not what he wanted to be recognized as, which I don't blame him. You know, if you're happy with the gimmick, cool. But he wasn't happy with the gimmick, it doesn't seem, so he wants out of that. I don't blame him for wanting out of Gold.
Well, now he's in AEW. And he had a great match with Cody Rhodes, blood and shit.
Yeah, I know. Everybody keeps talking about it. It's getting a little old now. I'm ready for something else. That next pay-per-view better put some stuff out. That's the way I
forgot
see
when
it.
that pay-per-view comes out, but I know after that they're going to have their actual TV deal. Maybe on TNT.
What's the pay-per-view called again? Yeah, that's the one we... Okay, All Out. Let me look it up.
All Out. They take too damn long for them next pay-per-views, man. They got to do more than just that if they really want to get out there. WWE's still going to be everybody talking about WWE until AEW does something.
It says August 31st. Is that when it's coming?
Yeah, I guess so.
Called All Out on August 31st. So I guess it's coming. But like I said, until it happens, I can't brag too much on AEW. They have a few little things going on. If they do another show that knocks it out of the park, I'm going to be a little bit more optimistic. If they do another second show, not just one, but two.
Well, AEW, it's not going to put the WWE out of business. Everybody says it's going to. No, it's not. It's not going to put them out of business. It'll take away their fans. That's what I'm hoping, take away most of their fans. I love seeing that. WWE had a low crowd attendance at their pay-per-view, but I'll cover that some other time. Since it's not in the thing.
Here's the thing. If you want to go ahead and cover that, we can talk about that. It's like I said, it's just anything goes right now about topics. So you were talking about what was the pay-per-view called, and what was the
WWE Stomping? It's called WWE Stomping Grounds. It happened, Sunday night.
All right. Well, obviously I haven't been paying much attention to WWE. I've been trying to look into more AEW, but they've only had one show and some YouTube videos. So. My interest there starting to fade a little bit because it's taking so damn long.
Let me tell you what was said. I can read the article for you right here. I had on here. You want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
As noted, there was low attendance at the Tacoma Dome in Tacoma, Washington, I guess, for last night's first ever WWE Stomping Grounds pay-per-view. The arena had half the seating curtained off to hide the empty seats, despite a decent line for walk-up tickets before the show and a lot of free tickets given out on the day of the event.
Boy. They're always doing so good, ain't they?
Defy Wrestling's Matt Farmer noted on Twitter that there were around 6,000 fans in attendance, which would be one of the smallest WWE pay-per-view crowds in a long time. Farmer also noted there were tons of Cope tickets and a lot of 2-for-1 ticket deals were sold. I don't know, man. They were.
What website is this, by the way?
Just one of the wrestling websites. And here's another one, though. Dave Metzler noted on Wrestling Observer Radio that the paid attendance was for Stomping Grounds was around 4,000 to 4,500 fans. It was also known that tickets were being given away at the mall earlier in the day.
Oh no. They were giving tickets away?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What?
This is just the last
what
part.
What website is this? Is what I'm asking, so that we can give credit to where we're reading the article from.
It's one of those Wrestling Observer websites. There's different ones, but it's going to cover the same thing, though. Despite the low attendance, we noted that social media top pointed to how the crowd was hot for some pay-per-view. Furthermore, the part of the arena that was not sectioned off was full of fans. I don't know. That's it. That's all I had copied and pasted.
Well,
that's all. There you go.
I'm not going to sit here and say that WWE's doing good just because I don't like a lot about Cody Rhodes' dog all over my Twitter. I'm not going to say that means that WWE is doing good. Hell no, they are not. Obviously, they are not.
I don't even remember who was in the main event. I can't remember. All I know is I read about that one guy, that Ricochet guy who won the U.S. title belt. You know, he really earned that.
You know, I seen you cover that, by the way, right here on this channel.
If you guys, man. He might want to throw some bleach on it.
If you guys want to see the news thing about that, I'll have a little video pop up right around here. You can click on it. I think I could still do that on YouTube, where you can put a video up on there. I don't know if it needs like the end credits or whatever. If not, it's down in the description. You can also pin the link. You can also pin the link in the comment section because I think it increases chances. Yeah, okay. If you guys want to see the news story about this Ricochet guy, he did some questionable things with his hand and his butthole. And apparently, right after that, he won the United States title. You did a story on that one, too, which you guys can see down in the link. I'll try to put both those down here. What the guy did and what happened after.
Somebody said Triple H gave him a big hug backstage.
That's a little weird. I mean, I'm sure it was like planned before it happened. I can't believe they would be like, hey, did you see what that dude did? Give that guy the United States. He represents America. Give him the United States Championship.
Wrestler, I'm calling you wrestler. Barry, if you're a wrestler, it only takes one finger to make you become champion. At elite victory.
Apparently, so yeah, it's a magic finger. He pulled it up. I don't know how.
I like the jokes.
It's coincidence. It's got to be coincidence. Man.
I like all the jokes people were making about it. It's like he should have washed his hands and stuff like that. It was just funny, all the comments.
Oh my God! Yeah, that like I said, apparently somebody was like, "That's you. That's America right there, son. That's it. That's America." I did not see that video. I'm very happy I have not seen that video. I
didn't watch that video. All I heard was people talking about it.
BBT watched it a few times on repeat.
No. No.
He tried to give me details. I had to delete that segment of the show here.
No, I did not, man.
But yes, apparently that happened. I'm not going to go over it like too much because I know you already covered it like twice with the United States and everything. But here's something I do want to talk about.
2 videos in a row about this guy.
Here's something I do want to talk about. We're talking about WWE and all the weird shit going on. What about this Shane McMahon stuff?
Yeah,
everybody keeps talking about this. What is going on here? Like,
he's getting shoved down everybody's throats, man. He's getting put in all the main. He's getting more screen time and stuff, and it's infuriating the WWE locker room because he's getting so much screen time. I never would have thought that about Shane McMahon getting shoved on their throats like that, but I don't know what that's
happened?
About.
That's a Brock Lesnar scenario. He came in and everybody was so happy when Shane came back. Like, he was all over YouTube interviews and everything. I think he was like on Talk is Jericho, or he was on one of those interviews, I think it was, when he came back, when he returned. He was on one of those talk shows.
He came back in 2016, man, and people thought he was going to make all these big changes and stuff because WWE's doing so terrible. Everybody's thinking, yeah, he's going to make all these changes. But no, Vince is still in charge.
He got a huge pop when he came back, too. Like, I went back, I watched that.
Yeah, like it was the second coming.
Yeah, what happened? Now he's apparently being shoved down people's throats, and there's talk, at the point of this video being recorded, there is talk of him possibly winning the WWE Championship? What?
Wow. And I think he was feeding with Roman Reigns a lot, too, and stuff.
What the shit? Look, how old is Shane McMahon?
I think he's supposedly the top heel right now.
49 years old. He's 49 years old. All right, now I know people are like,
and he's not a wrestler.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Because I know guys like Batista, they're not exactly youngsters. They could win it, and it's possible. They look like they're in the business. Shane McMahon, dude, looks like somebody's grandfather. He's 49 years old. We might as well just have Jeffrey Gaggins get up there and win that WWE title. While
Hey,
you're
that's
at it.
not a bad idea, man. I'd love to see that, just to see people's reaction.
Look, I think Shane McMahon, he has, remember those big kicks and shit he would do? You know, he'd jump across the ropes and everything. He was pretty damn good wrestler doing that shit.
Yeah,
and
he's
the
a good
match
athlete.
with Taker. Yeah, and the match against Taker and stuff. But
wrestler.
well, above anything else, it's just, why the hell would you have him WWE champion? He kind of reminds me of a lot of people might get pissed off. Nah, is that one of the names? I was going to talk about that Mikey Ripwreck, or whatever his name was from ECW. He kind of reminds me of somebody who's not really fit for wrestling, but is he gets on it.
No, Tommy Dreamer's, well, he was in great shape.
No offense to these guys, but it's just like I said, I don't see these guys and say, holy shit, that there's a champion. You know, like maybe in the business world, maybe they got a good mindset and good, stuff like that on paper. But I mean, like, you see them and you're just like, I don't think if I had a kid, he'd want to see that guy wrestle in the WWE as the champion. I don't see that guy as a marketable WWE champion. What are you gonna do? Put him in a wrestling suit, a onesie? WWE wrestling suit onesie? Let him come out there, Super Shane. He's 49 years old. Comes out there, got shit sagging off of him.
All I gotta say is Shane McMahon should already be in charge of WWE, but his whatever that is of his dad is still kicking and still running the company. I don't get it. Shane McMahon looks like an old man already, and Vince is still around running things.
Here's the thing. I'm sitting here.
He's already got gray hair. Shane does.
I'm breaking his balls, but back in the day, I thought he was okay. Like, I thought he did some pretty good stuff. And like I said, I didn't think he was bad at what he did. It's nothing against him in that way. It's just that he's not a marketable champion.
I like Shane
I think he'd be good backstage. Let him go backstage. Let him see if he can run something. Sure, but why the hell is he in the ring?
I don't get it either,
champion,
man.
Possibly.
People love Shane McMahon. He's one of the cool guys who gets real wrestling.
Sure.
And what's he doing on TV, hogging up screen time and becoming the champion? I don't get it. Whose idea was this?
It hasn't happened yet. So
it's going to happen.
Just blowing smoke up somebody's ass.
You got all these other wrestling podcasts saying the same thing. It looks like it's headed that direction. Shane's going to become the WWE champion or whatever, or the Universal, whatever the title belt it is.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever said, but hopefully WWE hears people.
What?
I said that's the stupidest thing I've ever said, but hopefully WWE hears the people on this one. Yeah, I know it. They got earplugs in 24 hours a day. They ain't gonna hear shit. But I said hopefully.
They don't care. Vince does not care. He don't.
What? How's that gonna work? So Shane's playing the heel right now. Like I said, we're just not getting back into WWE and wrestling to try to recap on it for the sake of the show and the things that we want to talk about on here.
Shit.
Yeah, recap. Like looking at some of this stuff. Apparently, he's the heel now. Shane McMahon is playing the heel. He's bad guy.
I think he's the top heel on SmackDown. I might be wrong about that. Because SmackDown's supposedly going TV 14 in the fall.
Why is Shane the heel? I mean, he's kind of a fan favorite. Why is he a heel? Why is he playing heel for?
I don't know, but he's supposedly the biggest heel, but he's taking up all screen time. Hell, I'll take Shane McMahon over watching a Finn Balor any day.
Well, I mean, he's like I said, he's good for the management backstage. I think Shane McMahon can do pretty good as a wrestler, though. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I might watch Shane McMahon over some of these luchador guys that they got coming in AEW mainly because I don't know who the hell they are.
You know what? Maybe they're getting Shane McMahon ready as he's going to be that next top CEO type of heel. Kind of like Vince was. He started wearing the suit, though, and coming out and doing a bunch of stuff instead of wrestling a lot.
He ain't got the demeanor and the voice.
That would be too good to be true if Vince McMahon... I'm building Shane up so I can retire, let him run things, and become the next Vince McMahon type of heel.
Vince was a great heel because he had the look of an asshole and the voice of Satan. And it just worked together.
Look. He's a real
everything
asshole
about that guy was just he's just a working asshole. And
I'm talking about right now in real life. He is a true asshole, a disgusting human being, and I have zero respect for the guy. I hate him. He's done so many terrible things behind the scenes. You don't know, people. Well, some of you know, but
I don't know anything. Man. I've heard a lot. Yeah, I have heard a lot of shit. But like I said, nothing's confirmed that I know. Well, some things are. Some things are confirmed. But the big stuff, a lot of people pretty much say that he's the devil.
Yeah, I hear that a lot, and that's not a joke either. It's actually, this is coming out of people's mouths. Vince McMahon is the devil. The hell, man.
Well, Vince McMahon, apparently his company's giving smaller guys a chance now. I know you're mad about that.
That's Triple H, man. Triple H is the ones bringing in all these
his company,
indie guys.
So it may be Triple H, yeah.
Vince don't even know who these guys are.
AEW's having a bunch of people too. Have you seen the things with the? They got the Luchasaurus. I don't know. It's some guy in a dinosaur
I heard of the Lucha
mask.
Brothers. I mean, I saw them at the rally. The Lucha Brothers. I'm thinking I might actually give them a chance because they look like they got some kind of a character going in. They're dressed unique. They got this weird. They got these masks on and stuff, and that makes them stand out. They don't look like everybody else with half naked and doing a flip and a damn kick.
And they got that Sean Spears. That Ty Dillinger.
Who the hell is Sean Spears?
I had to write his name down.
You're the only one I've heard that name from.
It's Ty Dillinger. All right, he's going by Sean Spears or some shit like that.
Ty Dillinger. I heard of Ty Dillinger. He was a guy in WWE. And everybody's happy to oh, yeah! Indie wrestlers! It's smart.
I don't know. I didn't know he was an indie wrestler.
Overhyping his ass again. That's all they do is overhype these indie guys. I'm
they got him going on now, and they got a Luchasaurus going on. Okay, now here's the thing. Calm the hell down. Here's the thing. That Luchasaurus guy. Now, I was saying that when people reach me, I did hear about Luchasaurus before he was in AEW. I don't know if it's because he's the most talented guy on the planet, but I did hear about him. He's definitely odd looking. I think it's kind of goofy. But, I mean, that's one of their guys. The dude with the dinosaur mask doing flip-flops. I don't know. I have no idea. He might not do flip-flops. I took a lucha as
flip-flops?
Dip,
you mean flips and kicks?
Flip-a-dips. Yeah, whatever the hell you guys call them nowadays.
I already made it clear before. I want to say it again because they don't never hear it. I don't hate indie wrestlers, okay? It's just that wrestling today is filling nothing but indie wrestlers. I'll go to a house show if I want to see indie wrestling in my own hometown. And when I went to one, there was this guy that was so short, I was laughing because I was taller than him. I'm thinking, what the hell? And he was half naked and wearing these white tights. Oh, God. And that's what wrestling's filled with mostly these days.
But that's the thing, though.
I can beat the shit out of that little guy.
Height ain't everything, though. What about guys like Rey Mysterio?
Rey Mysterio's one of the only guys I give a pass to because he had something that got everybody's attention. He was a WCW legend, man.
Was he, though? I mean, like, if it was today, would you have given him a chance if it was today, Billy?
Well, kind of. Maybe he's the lucha guy and stuff. He's one of the only guys you don't see that often like that. You know, he's always, I can't do his voice, 619. And he had that feud with Eddie Guerrero. He had that feud with Eddie Guerrero, remember? And then Kevin Nash tossed him like a dart.
I remember that feud with Eddie Guerrero where he had the kid and everything going on.
Dominic, my son. Yeah, it was funny.
They had, who's your papi? I remember that. That's some good stuff.
That's when I started getting to Eddie Guerrero. I thought, his character's actually getting better than what he had it in WCW. I like that version of Eddie Guerrero, and then that's, my poppy stuff. I think, damn, he's going to be champion again.
Sorry to anybody who's seen a little pop-up here in my corner. That's where I'm searching on the web, and I accidentally opened up a little menu. I apologize.
Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero. One of the greatest wrestlers ever, and mic talkers. He had charisma, too. Better than all these things today, you doing flips and kicks.
That's the thing. Now, that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to say, I was Eddie's biggest fan just because he's gone, but I will say that I really did like the guy. I
was
did
starting
think
to
he had
become a big
potential.
fan of him.
I remember you goofing off doing his voice and shit and laughing about him. Yeah, I remember that. It was actually, he was doing pretty good, Eddie Guerrero.
Especially his feud with Batista. That was some funny shit. Remember that?
If you're... that was just before he passed, actually.
I know, that's sad, but it was funny, though. Him and Batista, he's acting like he's good, but when Batista turned his back, he acted like he was going to attack him. And Batista's like, yeah, man, I got your back, like he was agreeing with him, and he knew he was full of shit.
It's kind of funny, because that's kind of what he did. You remember when he did that whole I got you back thing with the Triple H feud when Evolution?
Yeah, Evolution.
And that's kind of
wrestling was still watchable back then. It wasn't the Attitude Era.
Give me 1 second, because I got to pop a notepad up. Okay, we are back. It was a little clip. Everybody else is just going to see a little clip. But what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm smart about this stuff. I'm going on here and looking at some things for the end of the show. Some stuff that I did not copy that I needed to copy and get prepared, because we actually are going to try and answer a few questions here. I know, Billy, you probably don't want to answer every question, but we are going to answer a few questions.
I'm not the best at answering questions. You want a question from a drunk man, you're going to get what you're going to get.
Well, that's the thing. But I'll answer 3 questions, like I said, that we're going to choose. By the way, anybody watching this right now, I will just go ahead and say that if you have questions, please, I seen somebody do this and it's a great idea, please put hashtag question in all caps just before you ask the question. That way it's easy for me to spot. If you don't do that, there's a good chance I will not know you asked a question. So please put hashtag question before you ask a question on the show.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I'm... It's my idea in the sense that I seen somebody do it and thought that's pretty cool. I want to use that. So whoever the first person it was that did that, thank you for doing that. It gave me the idea to just have everybody do that. So yeah. So one of the things I want to talk about right now, we've already talked about the crowd attendance and all that stuff, but what is going on here? All right, I hate to change the subject from Shane McMahon and all that stuff, but what is going on? I've heard. Well, this is just something, we don't have to cover everything I write down. It's just little things. But this is something I want to talk about, because I don't know the full story on this. Apparently, Alberto Del Rio and Chavo Guerrero are starting a wrestling promotion. What is this? Featuring dudes like Carlito and MVP. What?
This is the wrong time to be doing that, buddies. You got another company that's on the horizon.
Yeah, and you're not going
to get that notice.
If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't Alberto Del Rio on like Del Rito. Wasn't he on bad terms with WWE? Wasn't he on bad terms?
Yeah, he's always having some issue or something. He came back and got fired again, or he left. I don't know, man. It's a long story, but I think he's just trying to make a big name for himself, because the attention was always on him, like behind the scenes. Like, I don't care, man. I don't give a shit. You're not that great. You're not special.
No, well, it does. If you got talent, that's great, but that doesn't mean everybody needs to own a business just because they're great. Can't you just be
I thought he was okay. When he first came in, I thought he was okay, driving that limousine, kind of like JBL did. And he was doing that gimmick with...
MVP, I seen him wrestle Kane a long time ago in like a fire match or something like that. And he got his butt burned or some crap. What are you staring at there, BBT?
I think it's storming. Get ready to storm. What the shit?
I thought you had one of them aliens coming after your butthole.
No, I don't hear from them right now. I think they're just leaving me alone.
So apparently that's going on. I don't really have much to say about it, but I did have to bring it up. Apparently they're doing a promotion. I don't know what it's called. I don't know anything about it, but they're doing a promotion.
And my focus is not on that. It's on AEW. I might briefly mention or something. MVP and Alberto what the? Alberto. I can't say his name now. Usually I can.
Burritos. Alberto Burritos.
Alberto Burrito. Yeah, or Dorito. Starting a wrestling company.
Okay, well, it's not anything against them. It's just, I tell you what, if they make a name for themselves and they seem to be reaching me in my news feed, I'll talk about them more. But in the meantime, that's a thing and it's happening. Good job. I hate to belittle it, but what the hell am I supposed to say about it? Carlito, MVP, Alberto Doritos. Like, I don't know what's going on.
I used to like Carlito a little bit when he was in WWE as a heel. Not in his later years, but his earlier ones.
During the John Cena feud?
Well, a little bit after that, too, because when it's John Cena feud, he was kind of chunky.
Yeah, I kind of liked him when he was chunky, though. I don't know.
I like him spitting apples in people's faces, and we was on Raw and stuff.
Kind of like a beach bum. Yeah, I kind of liked it.
And then they just started treating him and put him in a tag team with his brother, a jobber tag team, and he sucked. That was Vince.
Yeah, I remember when they put him in there with his brother. That was like when everything went downhill.
I guess it was Epico. What was his brother's name? Carlito and Epico. I'm not sure.
Let me see if I can remember his name.
They were boring as shit.
You're right. I'm having trouble remembering his name. His brother just kind of came in out of nowhere. Is that his real brother, by the way? Was that his real brother?
Yeah, I think it's his real brother, because they do look alike if you look at their face.
All right, well, I know WWE tends to do that often. So.
Oh, it's thunder in here. Yeah!
Oh, boy, good old thunder. So here's what I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way before the electric knocks your shit off here.
I'll still leave my camera rolling, though. You'll see what happened after.
So here's the thing. I'm going to talk about this one. This is something I just wanted to throw up. I saw that Stone Cold Steve Austin had the CEO of AEW on his podcast.
Tony Khan.
Yeah. How do you think WWE's taking that?
Yeah, Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. WWE's arguably most popular superstar of all time had the CEO of AEW and was saying that he enjoyed that first pay-per-view, that he enjoyed the show.
That's probably a cool-ass dude, Tony Khan. He seems like it, from what I've seen. He's like a very intelligent guy. He speaks. You haven't heard his dad speak either. His dad sounds intelligent, too. I've seen him in interviews, but he needs to make some AEW appearances, too, though. But he's just like, here, Tony, you run the company.
What does he own again? Is it like football or basketball?
Yeah, the Jaguars.
Okay, he owns something with sports. He owns a team with sports. So he's already managed success before. But Stone Cold had him on there, and as soon as I saw that, I thought, oh, Vince is pissed. Like I don't know if he'll show it. I don't know if he'll be like calling Austin up and being like, "You son of a bitch." But
Vince is always pissed at everything. How much more pissed can he get until he just explodes?
I'm just saying. I mean, Austin's like I said, arguably the most popular WWE superstar of all time, arguably. But with that said,
Attitude Era, you mean?
He seems to be rooting for AEW. Now that doesn't mean he's not rooting for WWE. But he is rooting for AEW. We know that much. Much now. Clearly, he's got the CEO bragging about the first pay-per-view they had, talking about how good it was.
Don't be be a one-hit wonder. Don't just feed off that one success, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I hope it ain't just one thing.
The second one, part 2, round 2, guys. We're gonna see how good it does. Which it already sold out in 15 minutes.
Sorry, I keep scratching my nose and having to rub my eyes. Allergies are going crazy right now. I'm surrounded by trees and mountains and shit where I live, so it is what it is. Allergies drive me nuts. But yeah, I think it's kind of crazy that Stone Cold was doing that because Stone Cold had to think Vince might not take this so well. Because
who cares what Vince takes? These guys are allowed to do what the fuck they want. They're outside of wrestling. They're not part of the company anymore. I hate that. I hate Vince. I hate him.
I strongly dislike him.
My headset's going to fall off right here. It's loose. And when it falls off, it could
Well, don't break it. Quit shaking your head so dramatically, Billy. Damn it.
Vince really... Every time I read an article about Vince, he's upset at this guy. He's not going to like this. He's not... Who the hell is this bitter old demon? Go back to hell!
The guy ain't going to be alive forever. I hope he's
going to be alive
for the business while he's still got time here.
He's going to outlive us all, man. He's going to put his brain in the machine and run things.
Yeah, apparently he's going to be a villain straight out of something like Mega Man or Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's like a real-life evil villain that screws everybody over.
No, it reminds me of that Dr. Gero from Dragon Ball Z when you talk about him putting his brain in a robot or what.
Oh, God.
It's going to be Vince. He's a villain straight out of Dragon Ball Z. That's what it is.
And I think John Moxley is 100% right. Vince is going to die in a chair. And probably in an event or something.
Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that the podcast before, the last one, I think, about where he's going to die.
People still didn't know, though.
And it probably is true. He probably will die sitting in that chair. And here's the thing. I think it'd be... A lot of times I respect people dying, in a chair because that means they died doing what they love and working. But when it comes down to Vince McMahon, if he's doing a really bad job at it, might be a good idea to just hang it up and enjoy your last years. Be retired. Take a little time. Enjoy life a little bit, man. I don't know if he'd know what to do with himself. I don't think he would. But, he's got grandkids and everything. Like... Now's the time to get the hell out of there, because, whether one
spend time with your grandkids. Yeah, spend time with your grandkids. Go fishing or something. Quit. Get out of the damn business. Your life's about over with, you dumb idiot.
Use them private jets to do something fun there, Vince McMahon. And
if I was a billionaire, I would be doing a lot more things. I was sitting at an event with a headset on and getting pissed off at everybody. I don't like what he's doing. I don't like what he's doing. Roman Reigns. Oh, indie guy. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much what
Triple H is one bringing the indie guys in, though.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. We're going to a small clip. I'm going to check the time by OBS and see just how long we've been on here because I can't do it from where I've got it. So hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, we are back. We have been on here for about 47 minutes now. So I think it will be time for us to go ahead and start getting to some questions. I think
we're doing pretty good, man. I think we've covered all the biggest things that so far.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're not really a news show, but I do want to talk about these things regardless. I'm not going to always get the hottest news. Sometimes I might even miss it. But if I find something that I think I want to talk about and I have an opinion on, I will, in fact, give my opinion on it. So I'm going to go ahead and answer this question right now, okay? I'm going to say, I apologize to people right now. We're just now getting started. For me, I forgot to grab some of the names of the people who asked some of these questions. Unless I know I grabbed one of their names. So I'll go ahead and I'll answer that one first. And that question was from Bossy Narc 1. And here it was. And I have a feeling this is not a question intended for me. And it says, why do you not like indie wrestlers? Do you think they lack charisma or skill? Shouldn't it improve their skill wrestling indies? And I know who that question's intended to.
I'm not. You explain it. I'm not doing it because I will.
It's not for me. It's not for me. Here's the thing. If you were asking me, and I don't think you were, I don't have a problem with indie wrestlers.
I think I already explained that earlier in the video.
If you want to answer it, Billy, if you want to answer it, man, here's your chance, buddy.
I already answered it. I answered it earlier in the video about not really hating indie wrestling. I already explained it. Why would I have to repeat it again? I already answered your question earlier in the video. Didn't realize it. I don't hate indie wrestling. Wrestling is just full of nothing but indie wrestling with guys with no charisma, no talent. They all suck, and all they do is flips and kicks. If you think that shit is over, then you got what they coming. They don't draw. Especially Finn Balor. God, you kill Omega! If they ain't drawn, then no one's going to care. I hate that type of indie wrestling shit. Especially when they're coming there with their diapers on, doing flips and kicks, and look like 5-foot midgets.
Well, Bossy Narc 1, I hope that was a good enough answer for you.
I'm not done yet.
It's not.
I don't have a problem with indie wrestling shows, house shows. I'll go to them sometimes just to have a good time. But watching it on a TV, when millions of people are supposed to be watching, why would you want to see that? Why are these indies guys fighting? Why should I care? They can't talk. They had no characters, no good storylines for. Why should I care? Oh, they put on great matches. Oh, they just do flips and kicks and roll around the ring and touch each other. I don't care about indie wrestling. I care about pro wrestling. Indie wrestling's not bad though. If I want to watch it, watch my own town. There you go. But not on a multi-million-dollar platform.
Hopefully that's a good enough answer.
I hope that explains your answer.
I don't think the guy meant wrong asking the question. He didn't ask it.
No, I think it feels like a trolling comment because they've seen me make countless rants talking about this shit.
Maybe I don't know the user. Maybe he's been on your stuff before. I don't. His name.
Well, if you haven't, never.
I just figured he was a guy on here asking an honest question.
If you're just seeing it for the first time, then okay, there's your answer. But if you've been watching my channel for a long time and you decide to say that again, then.
We will not answer repetitive questions. We won't answer a question more than once, unless I feel like there's a reason to answer it more than once. We ain't going to be doing it. So if
don't you dare ask me this. Don't you dare ask me why do you hate John Cena? Don't you dare! Because you know why I hate John Cena.
You just caused our comments to be flooded with people asking why have you know.
Well, they'll ask me about Finn Balor.
Damn it!
They'll ask me about Finn. They know I don't like Finn Balor either. I've already explained, and there's some things I cannot say on camera that just pisses me off about the motherfucker. I don't want to say it.
We still got 2 more questions to go, Billy.
For me or for you? I'm not the best. They just want to trigger me. That's all they want to do. They don't want to ask me legit. They just want to trigger me. That's all they want to do.
All right. Okay. Well, here we go. Well, it worked. Apparently, they got you. Let's see here. Here's a question from Dreamcast Boy 99 Films is back. That's his whole username.
Wow.
Good username there, buddy. At least I pronounced it right, I think. And the question is, and this is one, please let me finish the question before you answer, Billy. I know you're going to want to jump right in. Give me time.
All right,
here's the question. Do Do you guys think Taka Michinoku was better than most of the indie guys on today's roster?
What?
Do you think Taka Michinoku was better than most
Who's
of the
Takamichi Okulu? I don't know who named Takamuku. I don't care. It sounds like a big indie guy in Japan or something.
Well,
or maybe he's just a
the
Japan
first
wrestler.
Questions I had on here.
Is he a Japan wrestler or indie wrestler in the States? I don't know anything about this guy. You know, I don't watch all that. There's your answer. I don't know. I can't say anything. His name sounds Japanese. I'm sorry if he's not.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know who that is. I'm going to take a few seconds here, and I am going to look him up. I'm with you.
We got to Google.
Just for this person, for this Dreamcast boy. I'm going to look him up and see where he's performing. All right, it says Taki Michinoku or Taki Yoshida, born October 26, 1973, better known for his real name Taki Michinoku, blah, blah, blah. It says, former mixed martial artist, known in North America for his work in the World Wrestling Federation, where he had the first ever WWF Light Heavyweight Championship reign recognized by the North American promotion. So, he wrestled for the World Wrestling Federation. Apparently the guy debuted in 1992. He's 45 years old. It sounds like the name of
so many indie guys I've heard of.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying give him a chance before you go off. That's why I was saying let me finish before you
I thought that was a direct attack to me. I really did.
No, he was asking about a guy that he was asking if they were one of the best in the indie things. So here's the thing.
Taka is a great wrestler, I'm sure.
Here's the thing. He debuted in Federation. Don't know anything about him. Apparently, he's asking if he's better than most indie guys. We'll have to see a match.
I don't know,
before
man.
I can say that.
Man, it's storming here, man.
Yeah, I'm actually hearing storming outside my windows, too. So I'll tell you what.
We're going to get off of here.
I will watch a match with this Taka guy, since I know he's in the Federation and he did stuff. And that way, if you come back, Dreamcast Boy, next time around, if you ask that question again, I will accept it one more time. Next time I will have watched a match. I'll see how he wrestles, how he performs, and so on. And then I'll give a real opinion about it. But I can't give an opinion right now because I don't remember, if I did see him, I don't remember any of his matches. So, it's that simple. Apparently, he's, I guess, I don't know if he's indie or not. I know he did wrestle in the Federation, but he could be doing indies today. Where they wrestled before doesn't mean what they're doing now. So, but anyway, thanks for the question, Dreamcast Boy. Sorry we can't answer it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a decent wrestler. I'll look into him later and see. But, Billy, damn it. And so, okay, I'm going to answer this question right now. This is not from a specific user. Somebody by the name of something Sephiroth has continued. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know the user's name? Crescent Sephiroth, something like that.
That sounds familiar. I don't know. I don't keep up with everybody's name.
He's asked like 2 or 3 times, why does Billy Bob Tanley keep censoring himself? And he's talking about the F-bombs and stuff like that. So I'm going to answer that question if you stay for this. All right, so here's the thing. When it comes down to Billy censoring himself and all the F-bombs and everything, I've tried to stay... Yeah, right now, just the F-bomb. That's the way it goes. We're trying to get global attention with this channel. It's not about just censoring ourselves for the kiddies. That's not what it is. We're not a kid show. We're trying to maintain order for the sake that when it comes down to this, where we're at right now, YouTube, if they catch us saying bad words and stuff, they'll halt our promotion. They won't put us in suggested. They won't let us get around, and we won't reach a good audience. We're trying to get our name out there so that people can come on here and subscribe and see our stuff. The more we curse, the more we tear ourselves down in our show. So in other words, we kind of kill our own promotion doing that. That's why we're doing it. It's not because we want to. It's because we kind of have to. It's just the rules.
I curse a lot, man. Just the F word. Oh, shit. Yeah.
And we do have storms going on, so if we cut off in the middle of this, I apologize, guys. There's a lot of storms and crap going on.
Yeah, if you want us to always get 300 views per video, we're not going to grow, and that's what's going to happen. You know, you got to sit
Billy doesn't care.
Bit.
On Billy's channel, he does whatever he wants. He does. It makes him grow slower. It took him quite a few years to get where he's at because he cares, but he never let up. He's doing what he's done. When it comes down to this, like I said, I'd like me and Billy's trying to reach a global audience. We want to take this show to the top. We don't want to start off slow. We want to start off as fast as we can. So we're abiding by the rules simply because we want to go to the top and we want to get attention of everybody out there. We want this show to succeed. I don't want this show to fail.
Share this channel with a bunch of people. Share it right now, guys. Tell everybody about WrestleChumps. There's a new podcast on the horizon on YouTube called WrestleChumps with a drunk man and some other guy named Barry.
But if you do like unfiltered versions of the show, we have a Patreon for everybody getting pissed off being like, oh, you're plugging your money stuff. We have a Patreon, and there are rewards for that. And if you are one of the patrons on there...
If you want to hear your precious elf word in full thing, go ahead. I think it's funny sometimes. At least I'm not putting beeps or bleeps into sound.
Yeah,
knowing your ears.
Link, this is the Patreon. I'm going to put it up right here. That's the Patreon link. If you want unfiltered shows and downloadable .wave podcasts, you can actually download the .wave and listen to it. There you go. Go to that right there. That's the link. That's our Patreon. It's patreon.com/MightyVMedia. That's where you can get all the unfiltered shows. We're going to be putting them all up. It just now started. Yeah. We're going to upload things as soon as we start getting some patrons on there. So,
yeah, and you can hear me say,
yeah! Which just got blocked out.
Yeah, I know, man. What the hell? You'll get to hear it really good. There's your precious word. As long as you get that, then there's your hardcore guess.
But we're still being ourselves right here, right now. We're still being ourselves. It just has to be edited out afterwards. Like we're not trying to hold our words.
You get all the bad words. You just don't get the elf word. You get it half, maybe a little bit. You know what I said.
Yeah, but we're trying to take the show to the top, and apparently YouTube does not like anything that's past a certain rating. So
don't blame us. Blame YouTube.
Or else they kick our ass and they'll stop us from getting promoted and all that shit. So I don't want that to happen. Not to mention, we've not even applied for partnership yet, and odds are if we have a bunch of cursing and stuff, they'll just reject us immediately if we're
going to
saying the F word. I hope not, man. I'm trying to make sure that we stay in good order so that they'll at least let us be in the partner program. But you know,
share our shit, guys, everybody.
All right, so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this, get this over with before this storm kicks us off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave your feedback down below. Remember that hashtag question thing if you have a question. Hashtag question, then leave your question down there. Make sure to hit that bell icon. It will leave you with all the alerts from us when we upload something, all that crap. You're going to get it. Make sure to put all notifications when it asks you, because for some reason now when you hit the bell, it's not enough. You have to also make sure it's set to all notifications. That way you get everything we do. I think, unless YouTube decides to not let you do that, but you're supposed to. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. I hope we answered the questions to an okay extent. I know Billy can get pretty pissed off. Just remember, he means well. He's just full of hot air. So Billy, do you have any last words to say there, buddy?
I guess that pretty much covers it, man. We just covered a few topics. Hope it makes your happies happy. That's all I gotta say. And it's about the downpour.
I see, man. This storm's going to kick my electric off, too. So, anyway, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys next time. Right here on WrestleChumps.
Hit thumbs up. Hit thumbs up right now. Helps us get noticed.
Smack that thumbs up with your face. Hey, you made it to the end. Here's a cookie and some plugs. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and smack that bell icon with your face. Maybe not do that last part. I don't want to get sued. If you like what you've seen here, maybe consider supporting the show on our Patreon at patreon.com/MightyVMedia. Mighty V makes all kinds of content, like this show, Jeffrey Gaggins, and even some gaming guy called Proto something. Lots of extras on Patreon, including unfiltered versions of the show, and one tier even has downloadable .waveform podcasts. It's flippin' great! Anyway, thank you for watching, and stick around right here for more WrestleChumps to come. We love you dearly. Thank you. Oh yeah, don't forget to visit this chump named Billy Bob Tanley. He does some reactions and crap over on his channel. Get over and subscribe to him and give him some love. Bye!